Hello, all you hardcore boxing fans out there. How you doing? It's Russ here from Porky's Corner, the biggest gob in the sport. I say the things on here that nobody dare say. Right, let me just get Big Ron's top on. Big Ron, you Ron. We'll get Big Ron's top on because he says that never give a shout out. So Big Ron, tell everybody why they call you Big Ron. Because your ideas are big. Don't you worry about that, Russell. I've got some that bubbling. There you are. Big Ron's company. Shite zone. Right. I don't really know where to get started today. Thursday. Uh, so we'll just let rip, shall we? I keep turning on my TV. Putting YouTube on. You know, I keep seeing every single day. Day in, day out. I keep seeing Smigger's Titties, aka Smithy, Paul Smith. He's everywhere, isn't he? He's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Uh, a lot of people are putting Paul Smith forward as like a buffer, aren't they? To work with the IBA and be like a buffer between the IBA and the fighters and advisor, this Mr. Advisory. You know, I've seen interviews in last 24 hours with Paul Smith going on about the safety of fighters and how to make weight and things like that. But we're talking about a man here who only had half a stone to lose on a Tuesday for a fight on a Saturday against Andre Ward and never made any effort. So practice what you preach, Paul Smith. I think Paul Smith's talent lies in being a pundit and a commentator because I think he's elite at that. I think he's up there with Paulie Malignaggi. But what I don't want to see is Gareth A. Davis calling them the great Smith brothers, the four great Smith brothers. Yeah, they all won British titles, but come on. You can count the amount of former, current, and future world champions that all the Smiths beat on one hand. One hand. And do we count Jesse Vargas, regular champion, Eubank IBO, their wins for Beefy? That remains to be seen. I know Callum's got a win over George Groves and one over Aslan and Dan, but you can count the wins over former, current, and future from the Smiths. Ladies and gentlemen, the Smiths on one hand from all four. The great Smith brothers. So stop it. They're all brothers and they're all British level guys. Beefy maybe European and Callum maybe European. What's Callum done in the last so many years? Beat Boatsi, he's not world champion. So when these media guys get in the company, they lose the shit over it, especially Gareth A. Davis. Tell it straight. Richie Woodall's got 5 wins over world champions. Oh, this is what it is, isn't it? The great Smith brothers. Oh my God. Unbelievable. Gareth A. Davis. Right. Jake Paul. He's now a world ranked fighter. What do I think to that? I think it's a load of rubbish. They're going to create big sanctioning fees. They're putting him in with continental belts, international belts, or intercontinental silver or bronze or whatever, anything to get any of the Jake Paul lolly. That's what we're up against now. And anybody with poke, that means money, anybody with a few quid can bully their way into boxing, can't they now? But really, most of them are not good enough to fight on Dennis's company, shite zone. But it is what it is, isn't it? David Hayes come out. He said, "Oh, it's good for the sport." Jake Paul's fantastic for the sport. I only laugh at it because it just shows everybody up for what they are, doesn't it? Like that. It's like Fury at his presser. We'll come to that in a bit. Show me the money. I thought he was retired. But anyway, we'll come to that near the end. All right. Sam Jones, why are you waxing lyrical about Eddie's new logo? Why? Well, what planet are you on? Eh? What planet are you on, Samuel Jones? Liquor from the Liquor Squad. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. Dave, but David A coming out, going, licking Jake Paul's arsehole. He just wanting crumbs, isn't he? Frotch disagrees, and I agree with Frotch on that, but Frotch wants to fight him and get paid, doesn't he? So I don't agree with Gareth A. Davis that Jake Paul beats Frotch. No, he's kept his head in good nick all this period he's been out, Carl, hasn't he? He's been out over 11 years. So Jazzy Dickens stops an Olympic gold medalist to win IBA super featherweight title. Good luck to Jazzy Dickens. I like him. I like him a lot. I'm a bit of a Jazzy Dickens groupie, actually. I like his struggle and how he tries, and he's a very hard trainer. He's always in gym. So good luck to him. But I thought he should have been disqualified against Josh Wale. Josh Wale's a British champion, Gareth A. Davis. Is he great? Because she's saying Swifty Smith's great because he's a British champ. Paul Smith, British champ. So does that Josh Wale's in that bracket as well, isn't he? The Gad. Or is he not in the circle of Gad? Eh? Unbelievable. What do I think to the IBA? Talk of them being this like world governing body. Do we need that? Of course we need it with all these drug cheats in sport. You've got the media hanging on every word of Jarrell Miller. What is it? 4-time drug cheat? 5, is it? Well, was it 8 substances altogether over 3 times? Or was it 4? I forget. They're hanging out at the back of him when they will be when Dylan White fights Moses at home, mate. This is what we're up against. So yeah, we do need somebody to step in. Who's going to do it? I don't know. Like I said, there's talk of Paul Smith being this like buffer between IBA, putting it about in it, and the fighters, and being this advisor in a highly paid advisory role. I mean, all sorts of telephone numbers thrown about what Paul Smith would want to do the job. But I don't think he should do it because if he come up against any problems with anybody from the Rotunda or anybody who are his pals, you know, they're going to go into bat for the pals, aren't they? So his talent is as a pundit and a commentator, is a world-class pundit and commentator. He's comfortable in front of the camera and speaks clearly and direct into the camera. You can't teach that. You don't move about on camera like me. So it is what it is. Fury talking about the Joshua fight and the Usyk trilogy. Who'd want to see a trilogy with Fury? Who? Against Usyk. He got punched upside down both times. We're never in the fight whatsoever. You know, in my opinion. So it is what it is. So people can make a case for winning 3 rounds in either fight, but yeah, if we say that, yeah, but one of them he got there were a count, wasn't there? So he got beat comfortably in both. Spencer Brown coming out saying he definitely won the second one, Tyson Fury, and he's going to make a decision with his family and his brothers and his dad and all that. Who cares? And that the Joshua fight would have to be a 2-fight deal, and then it'd have to be Usyk to right the wrong. Spencer, stop it. Stop it. It's just gaslighting. Fury thinks he can retire, so he can't drug test him. If you're going to drug test him and he's retired, he's just going to go, I'm retired, piss off. And he can come back whenever he wants and say, I'm not retired now. Well, it's wrong. It's wrong. You can't just come back and shake the piggy bank anytime you want. But Spencer Brown, crawl out. Turkey Owl shakes ringer. He shits out that. Crawl out of it. Crawl out. Embarrassing. Absolutely embarrassing. No, it is what it is, but massive gaslighting. What can you do? We're talking about Pulev against Fury. I thought Pulev fought fighting Michael Hunter. I said in a video the other day, Michael Hunter and Pulev, I'm hearing it's off. Maybe it might be Pulev at WBA Reg. So who cares? But it is what it is, isn't it? Derek Chisora Parker. I said in a video the other day with Terry. They'll be out short of them. But I said on the video the other day with Terry that Derek Chisora Parker not done, not signed, sealed, and delivered yet. People jumped the gun on that one as well, didn't they? Oh God, all them people. They were running around like headless chickens. Chisora Parker, Hunter Pulev. When the big GK pipes up, everybody takes notice, don't they? So, who want to see Fury AJ now in a 2-fight deal? What if it's a stinker? First one, do we have to sit for another stinker? The fans should decide. You know, having a laugh with Max last night. In Max, you know that what the YB challenge at YB. He will put a video out saying that I was avoiding Spencer Fearon and hiding out in Turkey. Yeah, I was dying in an hospital. It's on my channel if you go look. We did a documentary, didn't we? And, I did all right on that job. But Max actually went to YB's house. Didn't he, YB? YB's real name is Miles Anderson. Oh, yeah. Put it all here. Miles Anderson. Max went to his house and he stayed in his bedroom, didn't you? And his mum came to the door. That's on my children's. So there you go. Check that out with Max Jenkins on Instagram. YB, you know it happened. So it is what it is, but he is funny, isn't he? But like I said, he's just a young school kid, isn't he? A Cub Scout. So, but he just stick it to him, and you know, people send me clips from his stuff and that. And he's quite funny in that. So good luck to him. But tell the truth about you and Max. You were sticking it to people about me and that lunatic who ran for his life in Nottingham. I forgot his name now. A little lunatic at that press conference. Michael, I said, what a lunatic he was. But tell the truth, YB. You were hiding in your bedroom. So living with your mummy. Fair play to Sam Jones, though. I don't usually give Sam Jones much credit because he's not really looked the same since he had his head removed out of Eddie's arsehole last year. And it's now stuck up Bricktop's arsehole. So I don't really give him much credit, Sam Jones, but I'm going to give him some credit here for saying he don't fucking care about Tyson Fury no more and AJ. It's become boring now, hasn't it? It's become a 14-year-old boring story. It's basically just a crap story, isn't it? You know, a pair of them have shot the mouths off that much that they're never going to fight. And if they do it, be like Roy Jones and Hopkins won it in the rematch. It'd be years too late. And it's lost its sparkle, hasn't it, really? It's lost its sparkle, but everything's designed to get your money. Your money, that's what it's all designed to get. In other news, water is definitely wet. Rhino news. The lazy Rhino. He's got a deal to fight Elmer Fudd in a trilogy. That's not happening by the looks of it. They've thrown everybody's name under the sun around him. Wilder, Parker, Joshua, TKV. There's a lot of talk going on. No fighting. A bit like some of these trainers that keep doing interview after interview after interview, and the fighters are not fighting, they're pulling out fights. We're seeing it day in, day out. Concentrate on training. That's what I say. And not YouTubing. I'm a YouTuber. I concentrate on this. Should be concentrating on other things, but I like to do this. Concentrate on being a great trainer that people keep saying you are. And you know who you are. So it is what it is. That's about it, really. What we've got here. Uh, Spencer Brown piping up the guard. Oh my God, all the liquor squad, all in Turkey. Pretty embarrassing. It was embarrassing to see the Cobra stood in front of Jarrell Miller after everything he said about Jarrell Miller. I didn't see that same energy again. Oh, I didn't see you call Jarrell Miller them names that he used to do. Oh, Johnny Nelson the other day. Well, that's boxing for you, isn't it? People are two-faced. But it is what it is. But every dog has its day. I'll keep waiting. It's coming. That's about it, really. Thanks for liking and subscribing. Leaving a comment. There's no in these. You get these from Asda. There's no in them. Squeezy pouches. I never had with these when I was a kid. It was just a yogurt and a spoon. Ski yogurt. Thanks for liking and subscribing, leaving a comment. That's about it, really. Dennis, how hard feelings, Dennis? Fight zone. I ain't got a problem with you getting stuck in with me, Dennis, but it's got to be for charity. You can do what you want with whatever money you make on night, but the £5, keep it to RSPCA. I don't want anything about it. I want to see screenshots. And I want to see my name in paper like that, and a check or whatever. I want a bit of PR over it. After I've punched you up. Well, peace out. Curtis, yeah, I'll do that for you. All right, Big Richard. Thank you very much. Pop, pop, bang! Oh, yeah.